Ikhwan, I wanted to mention to you something about the ISIS. This group who many of the ignorant youth on Facebook and on other social media, they think that they have fallen from the heavens and that they want to establish Sharia. When we were there, the biggest threat to our safety was not Bashar. The biggest threat to our safety was groups like the ISIS. These are a group of Muslims who, I don't know if you brothers know the Takfiri groups in this country. They're just like them. Just like them. They are a group who, subhanallah, they will spill your blood if you don't agree with them. They are quick to spill the blood of the Muslims. They are quick to spill the blood of the Muslims. Ikhwan, they are Khawarij. If you don't believe what they believe, you become a kafir. Your blood, everything becomes halal. Your women, they can take your women as slave girls. This is happening right now, Ikhwan. Yet you won't see this on the social media. When you speak to the Mujahideen, and you speak to them and you ask them what's going on, you get the true picture. This ISIS, Ikhwan, whoever is supporting them and promoting them, I tell you, fear Allah. Because you don't know the true reality of the situation. The ISIS, they're not fighting Bashar. Rather they say about the Mujahideen, we're going to cleanse you munafiqeen first and then we're going to fight Bashar. So you've got the brothers, they are trying to liberate areas of Aleppo and other places. Yet from behind, these people are coming in. These people are coming in. People on our aid convoy, ya ikhwan. They were nearly killed because they were confronted with these people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them a way out. But I'm just reminding you, brothers and sisters, don't always believe what you see on the social media. If you see a black flag with La ilaha illallah, this doesn't mean that he's upon the haqq. Do you know that many of the leaders of the ISIS have been found to have Iranian passports? Iranian passports, ya ikhwan. This is the reality of the situation. This war is pure fitna. So when you donate, you need to make sure that you donate to the correct sources. Because knowingly or unknowingly, there are some charities who are supporting those people out there. Knowingly or unknowingly, they are working with the ISIS. And we have Husnayn and we say perhaps they don't know who they're dealing with. But there was a bomb at the end of January. Bab al-Hawa is one of the biggest gateways for aid to get into Syria. And they planted a car bomb and they blew up the bomb at this gate. 60 people died, many of them aid workers. 60 people died. After that, the Turkish authorities closed the border. They said no more aid. Because of their actions, no more aid is going in now. But alhamdulillah, the Keep Syria Warm, the brothers on the ground there, they have connections, they're able to get that aid in. But as for the rest, there's literally a 15-kilometer long queue of aid and other things waiting to get into the people in Syria. And it's not getting through because of the actions of these people. As with the killing of Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu anh, whenever the Khawarij act, it's the rest of the Muslims who suffer because of their actions. The rest of the Muslims, they suffer because of their actions. Ikhwan, I urge you, please donate generously to this cause. This is a cause which, subhanAllah, is going to lead to bigger things. There's a lot of land out there. We're going to establish, inshaAllah, bi'idhnillah. After that, we're going to buy medical equipment. We're going to establish, put a doctor in there as well. Because these people, many of them are walking around without an arm. Many of them have had their vision damaged by shrapnel and other such things. They need urgent medical attention. Yet the Turkish authorities, they can't handle it. To put it in very simply, they're not able to handle the number of people. So it falls upon us. It falls upon us. Because this is a test for those brothers and sisters, but it's also a test for us sitting here today. That we know that our brothers and sisters are suffering. How are we going to assist them? Ikhwan, remember the statement of the Prophet ﷺ that whoever removes a difficulty from a believer in this world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remove for him a difficulty on Yawm al-Qiyamah. So take this opportunity. We need this opportunity more than they do. We need this more than they do. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will look after them. And inshaAllah their dead will be raised to a station of martyrdom, bi'idhnillah. And this life is temporary. We are okay sitting in safety. But this money, this safety, it may leave us tomorrow. Use it while you have it, ikhwan, before we lose it. So I urge you to please donate generously. Even if you're not able to buy a whole tent for £110, whatever you can give. The Prophet ﷺ said, save yourself from the hellfire, even by half of a date. Even by giving half of a date, how small is that? Even by giving half of a date in charity, save yourself from the hellfire. Whatever you have, ikhwan, doesn't necessarily need to be today. This money is not going into our pockets. This money is going to build tents for our brothers and sisters who need it the most. Those sisters who are living where a cow or an animal should be living. Let's give them a bit more dignity, because they have their dignity, but they're not able to express it in this way. Let's put them in a nice place where they're not going to get snow and rain and wind and dust all over them. Some of their hair is white. The brothers were commenting, wow, these people are blonde, until they realized that it was dust in their hair. They haven't been able to wash the dust out of their hair. So ya ikhwan, please ponder over the situation of our brothers and sisters in Syria and also elsewhere. And we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aids our brothers and sisters wherever they are. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the Muslims honor through Tawheed and Sunnah once again. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وأقيموا الصلاة.